Hello Raider Nation, this is Duntov. I'm finally back in town. I was out of town for a week, no internet. Was enjoying a little cruise and then hanging out on the beach in California. Just got back this afternoon, so I figured I better get down here and get some video. Alright, so it is Sunday, June 23rd, 2019. And the big news I can see is the beast is hooked up to one of these lanai door trusses. So these should be going. We got the one here that the beast is hooked up to, and then they're building another one over here. So this should be swinging around. So you got this gray structure here, temporary structure. You can see they even got some cables to hold it steady. So this one on the beast should be hooking up right to this east side truss and going across to this structure right there on the right side. So it is Sunday, so I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't going up tomorrow also. Big Red is hooked up to a truss on the other side there. You'll see that when I go swing around. So I don't know if you can see the back of it is on the resting on the blocks. You can see it's just resting on the back, so it is kind of suspended already, the front of it. And all the way up. So the beast is ready to earn its keep. So the real name Barnhart. I don't remember the model number. But it's supposed to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest, rolling cranes. Rolling meaning, you know, it has the tracks like the tank so you can move it around. The real tall ones that do like the skyscrapers and stuff, you know, those are mounted. They're not mobile. We got this shaft here that can move in and out for the counterbalance. You can see this east side, they got it cleaned up pretty good here. As they get the canopies up, you know, they're cleaning that side out. Because normally they have all the steel laid out that's going to be building the canopies. You can see all the containers and dumpsters that get cleaned up. I mean, you Can't even see Big Red from this side anymore now that it went around the other side there. Big Red's right on the southeast end. You could kind of see a little bit of it if you look through this steel here. So okay, I'm gonna go around and get some other angles. So this is, I'm standing on Hacienda right by the bridge here. And as you can see, nobody's working. It is Sunday. Alright, I'm still on Hacienda. Just from here, you can see the outline again of the canopy truss. So that's how far around. You know, so it's going to be pretty open in the middle with the clear, or not clear, but the roof that'll let some of the light through. See some of the seating. See down underneath. Down in. Okay, I'm north side, street level. This is the northwest side of it. Still got a lot of walls going up in these bottom floors. Inside there. This is the ground level. Okay, I'm still on north end, street level. Here's the beast. And the beast is hooked up to this little canopy. So the front end of it, closest to the road here, is suspended already. That tells me it should be going up in the morning tomorrow. And then this is the newest one they're building right here. Okay, I am now standing on the west side, more towards the south end here. So I could see while I was gone, great white jaws over here. They put up this new canopy truss, and it put back the one that it took down the other, or a couple weeks ago, a week and a half ago. So they got that one back up, and we got a new one up. So I was out of town for a week, so I'm not sure what was going on with that other one, but hopefully we're back on track. And then we got Big Red hooked up to one. They'll probably put that up tomorrow. It looks like it's all set up already. These little blue boxes are kind of like a little control box to give it the tilt that it needs to, you know, fit it into place. It controls these in here. That's what'll give it like a, you know, pivot it up and down a little bit. And in the south end, they finished the structure on the top. You got like the flat part that's going all the way across. I've had a few people tell me they think it's for like the big screens inside, and that makes sense. It's on the, you know, it's flat. They'll probably maybe mount the screens on there. Don't know for sure, but I guess we'll find out sooner than later. So they got a lot of the structure on this end ready to fill in. And if you could see through this outside still, that later colored steel, almost white, off-white. Those are all the seats are mounted on that stuff, the precasts. So they have it going all the way around now. You can see on this west side, it's also up in there. Right around here where you could see, you could just see the wood going along the top, safety barrier thing. That's the 4th level. So now that 4th level's in over there, that's why I'm assuming Jaws will be putting these canopies all the way around now. My last video, we had that one thing they were lowering down. I didn't know what it was, but then it ended up saying, you know, it was something for plumbing. Once I watched it on the computer, you could read, you know, it had the cold water and the hot water inlet and outlet. So that went in. It was going down in this core over here. Then you can see all that new steel inside there. So this canopy is covering all that up now. And they got something all going on in here with this other steel. Okay, so we got 2 more canopies built. I'm assuming this one here will be the next one that Jaws picks up. It'll probably just swing around, or they'll move it forward a little, then swing around, and then come all the way around with it and put it up in place. Because I can't see him going back for it. So I would assume that's it, and then this one here would go up next. Alright, I'm gonna go move around a little more. Okay, I'm still on the west side. Just moved more towards the center of the west side. I'll just show you underneath and some of the floors here. See that this is all the seating areas, this white colored steel. The precast gets set on that. You could see some of it on here. So all this concrete comes cast already, has each, I think it has like a couple rows. See all the different catwalks and stuff up in here. And this one is a little different, where it has all this extra, see there's different steel in here. Okay, and we got Jaws sitting over here. Finally putting it back to work. See the tracks. And then we have counterweights behind it. I've seen on this side, this little red flat trailer is not really little. I think that's what Big Red uses. They put the weights on that and then they can move them around on this trailer. And now that it's on this side, I don't know if they use this same one to move Jaws's weights around or not. Probably is. Because they'll probably have to move Jaws forward and, you know, disconnect the counterweights. Alright, I'm now on the south end. I'm standing on Russell Road. You can see right in front here, these are all the offices. And I've shown them before. If you look real close on the roof of these buildings, there's two Raiders logos. Just so the planes coming and going could see them. Okay, we got another view here. You can see Jaws is hooked up to this truss. I have been out of town, so I don't know if they just put this up yesterday or like Friday. So now you can see this west side. You can see the outline of the canopies going around. There's Jaws. There's the south end opening again where the field will slide out. When you're standing on the west side now, you can't see it anymore. They put the retaining wall on the other side so you can't see down into that pit. That's under there. So this right here, this is right above where the field slides. So this will kind of be like a deck area, you know, with people walking in and out. And they already got some of the precast seating. This should be the back side of the second level that's going to go around. And then they're putting more suites on the south end with that extra 40 million. I don't know for sure, but I don't know if it's going to go above the second level or below. Because on the sidelines, the suites are on the second level. There's no second level sideline seating. But I haven't seen a new rendering with that. Kid in Big Red, it's ready to go. So we got it hooked up to the truss. If it goes like all their other ways, once it's hooked up, it's usually going up the next day. So I would think this is going up tomorrow morning. Then if they do their normal, they will skip a spot. So that spot that has the beam going across should be the one skipped, and it should go right on these ones. Or sit on them. That's where it should be going if they do it the way they've been. Okay, then you see there's still a couple cranes inside. I guess they just pull them apart in there, and they'll either use the Beast or Big Red or one of them to lift out all the sections. And then I would think they just drive the bottom part out under the tunnel where the field comes out. We got one more truss there. Okay, I'm gonna go down and get some other angles. Okay, I'm still on Russell Road. I'm just all the way up right next to the bridge. So you can see a little bit of the sides where the field comes out. So this is more of that platform right outside of the stadium. From what I've heard, they are gonna have kind of like tailgating that they're gonna put on, not the normal tailgating, and it will be set up where the field slides out. So that area, you'll go down in there, you know, down in this area back behind these offices, and they will have stuff set up to party down there beforehand. And then whatever, you know, regular tailgating they have around. It's got a lot of stuff just laying around. So right here, this is the southeast side. So this is, you know, this is the side facing the strip. It is the visitor side. So the side closest to the strip, visitor, and then the side on by Great White Jaws over here. This is the home side. I'm not sure when I'm going to start putting the finishes up on the outside, but I've showed these before, but this is the mock-up. So these have been up for months. Those are the different finishes, and then these should be the mock-up of the roof that's going to go in the middle. So it is not clear. I guess I'll just let the light in. But this mock-up's been there for a while also. So my understanding is cables will run across from each of the canopy trusses, and the panels will sit on top of them somehow. So it is an enclosed stadium. It will have air conditioning and everything. You know, they kind of have to because of the heat out here. Early season, it'll be too hot. But it will not open. It's not a retractable. It just has the lanai doors on the north end that open up, and they do open to about 200 feet wide, I think 80 feet tall. But the roof section will not open. Okay, I am now on the east side, on the northeast end. So this is the end with the beast. This gate 6 sign's in the way, but he's hooked up to the truss that will go over this opening here. It'll just sit across here. So we're getting a lot more of the finish work going on. See all the different steel. So right there, that's ground level. See all the pipes and conduit and vents, everything running through here. And then we even got up more walls going up here. So I'm still assuming this will be the first side to get the outside finish. And you can see a lot of the different levels are getting all the decking finished. You can see the bottom side of it. There's some more there. I'm not sure if those are some of the AC units. They had them wrapped up white like that before on the other side of the property. Okay, Big Red is around the corner on the southeast end, so you can't see it at all from this side. He used to live right over here for months and months, so he's around the corner. So it is hooked up to a truss also, so I wouldn't be surprised if the Beast and Big Red both lift the truss tomorrow. Okay, that's all the time I have today. So I will get this one up. Well, obviously if you're watching it. But then last week, when I left for my vacation, I had a 360 video that was set to post on its own, and after it posted, I seen it didn't download correctly. The 360 wasn't working right, so that's why I pulled it. So even though it's a week old, I'm gonna try to get that one working, and I'll post that one also. So Raider Nation, thanks again for watching, and I am back in town, so we shouldn't have any time lapse for a little while. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.